Hi, this is Brian at Happy Rock Pets. Today I'm going to show you how to grow lentil sprouts. In this picture you see a piece of plywood, a plastic lid, and a drill. You want to drill the holes through the plastic lid from the inside into the plywood. This will give you nice clean holes. As you can see in the picture here, the holes are nice and clean and the lid is not cracked. You just want to make sure that the holes are small enough so that the seed you're going to sprout won't go through them when you drain it. In the next picture you see this is the container I'm using. It's a 3-pound juvenile bearded dragon plastic container. You just want to make sure that the container that you use is big enough for the capacity that you're looking for, because these are going to grow really big. This is the very important part of it. This is hydrogen peroxide. You want to add this to your lentils in the first soaking process to eliminate any mold spores that might be in the lentils. In this picture is the lentils I got at Walmart. 1 pound, very cheap. They were like 96 cents, very economical. This is the lentils just fill in the bottom of the jar, and once again, like I said, these are gonna really expand, so you don't want to put a whole lot in there and then run out. You'll want to add 1 tablespoon of hydrogen peroxide to your lentils and fill it up 3/4 of the way with water. This is going to help eliminate any mold issues you might have later on in the process. Here you'll see the picture of I've already got the hydrogen peroxide in. It's filled up 2/3 of the way. This is going to set for 24 hours. After the 24 hours, then we'll go to the next process of draining them. As you can, here's 2 containers that I have ready for 24 hours. So but you'll see when the 24 hours is up in the next picture that it's actually really swollen up 10 times the normal size that they started out at, and the water will be like really discolored from all the impurities that have been from the peroxide, cleaning them off and getting rid of the mold. Once they set for the 24 hours, then you want to drain them completely and rinse. Do this 3 times, and then you'll get like a tinfoil pan like you see in the picture here. Set them at an angle so any excess water can run out. This is day 2. So this is day 2. You can see the lentils have started to sprout. Once they went to this point, they've actually about 40 times the size they started at. This is when I usually will either leave them in there to finish out, or I'll move them on to what I like to use is just this little tin foil cake pans. They're like 12 3/4 by 9 inches, and they have a plastic top on them that makes a really nice little terrarium for your sprouts to grow. Next, I'll show you how to prepare this before you put the lentils in for the next stage. You want to get a piece of styrofoam and a nail. What you're going to do is you're going to poke holes in one end of the tinfoil pan, and then this will give you nice clean holes for drainage. As you can see in this picture, I did drill all those holes and they're a little rough. If you use a nail, you'll get a lot nicer hole in the end. Once you've got that done, I usually put like at least 3 layers of the lentils in the bottom of the pan, spread it out nice and even. You don't want it real thick because they're going to really grow. Here's a nice close picture of what the lentils actually look like now that they're spread out in the pan. You just want to make sure that they're nice and evenly spread out. The top of the plastic lid, you'll want to turn it upside down as you did the plastic lid on the jar. Drill it through a piece of plywood or the styrofoam, just so you have a nice clean hole so you don't have to worry about it cracking the lid. You need a hole in each corner on the top and one in the middle for ventilation. In the next picture you'll see like a side view. Once again, I've got it in another pan, set it at an angle toward the holes that are in there. So every time that you fill and wet the seed, you drain it all out and then put it back in the pan so any excess water can drain out. This will help avoid any mold issues that you might have. This is day 4. You can actually see the sprouts are starting to turn green. It's like they explode overnight. It's really neat to watch. If you want to leave the sprouts in the original container, you can. They just don't grow as well. They're just as nutritious, but you won't get the greenery that you get when you put them in the cake pan. You can kind of see it just kind of looks like a ball. Very unorganized, but at the same time, like I said, if that's all you have, it'll still be very nutritious for your birds. This is day 4. You can see they've really exploded now. It's just like every day they grow exponentially. So the life cycle of the seed is usually 6 days. By then it's kind of run out of its energy to get the sprout going. Without dirt, that's pretty much it. This is day 5. You can actually see that they're pushing up on the lid so hard that if you take the lid off, it's like almost impossible to get the lid back down. It's something else. And then this is kind of a side view. You can see it's really growing great. So days 5 and 6, usually I'll just start leaving the lid off, and then I'll water them morning and night. Pretty much that's what I do through the whole process. I'll water them in the morning, drain it, and water at night, drain it. Do that 2 times a day. This is day 6. You can see they're just, it's getting toward the end of the cycle of the seed, so you want to have it fed off by at least day 6. Here you see the root mat on the bottom, a very healthy root mat. They can eat all of this. All of it's nutritionally sound form to eat. I hope this video was helpful for you. Just make sure that the lentils are safe for your species of bird that you're planting to feed the sprouts. As far as I know, they're safe for most birds. Lentil sprouts are highly nutritious, and they're a great food source and engage their foraging instincts. Here at Happy Rock Pets, we always look for new ways to help the health of our pets and yours. We also invite you to check out our other YouTube videos. My YouTube channel is just under my name, Brian Throckmorton. Thanks for watching, and this is Brian at Happy Rock Pets, wishing you pets a happy and healthy long life.